War, baby. Spill the wine with the Yanki and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Kicking it off was, what the hell was that first song I played?
It was the one that's on Dale's fish on his wall. You know, one of those
Oh,
buttons
yes.
where you press the button and it goes... Wah.
Al Green, Take Me to the River. That's why I asked Dale if his fish looked like Al Green. God, the memory's about as long as my weenie. Jeez, can't remember that thing. So how is everybody? You guys are looking awesome over there, man. Looking good.
You guys are cool.
Christine, you don't drink the wine? Come on. You've never had a sip of wine? Boy, there's nothing better than, a good wine when you have your crackers and cheese. You need some cheese to go with that wine? How's that go? Another good joke ruined.
Hey, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Joe, we finally got around to listening to those promos that you made us earlier. You pissing clown. You have me bloody laughing.
I got a couple of them lined up for you, Joe, so make sure you stay around to hear them.
He's not quite right, is he? Hey, you'll have to do them before Joe comes on at the thingy because he won't hear him down the phone.
I was going to do them as an intro.
Oh. Yeah, we won't be able to hear it, though, if he's on the call with us.
Oh, so, I had a little creative license with the one, so.
You call that creative? I call it sabotage.
What's wrong with wine? Of course, like Mrs. Dave said. What did she said? Yuck, I hate wine. I can't spill my beer. That's abuse.
Hey, Ken says that Bill Weaver might be along. Nah, he wanted to call in last night and give us a live recording. Now, he's welcome to do so later, but make sure that we have Joe off the phone and...
There might be a problem.
Christine off what?
You might want to plug it in.
Oh, all right. Yeah, make sure that we're done with
I bought a new phone cable today. Yahoo!
Make sure that we're done with Joe.
Boy, I'll tell you what, now the Radio Shack is gone, man. There ain't shit around here for buying electronics on a Sunday, and all the music stores are closed.
You're the one that happily went snip of the cable.
Shut up. So I made a mistake. One little mistake.
I was there watching him last night, and I was there thinking, please don't tell me he's going to snip that cable that connects all the cords.
One little mistake, and I haven't heard the end of it yet. Unbelievable. I don't know how you do that. Yanki and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Got a tune here that I think Mrs. Dave might like.
Hey y'all, this is Joe with JVC Charity Spotlight. Donna always liked to accuse me of being long-winded and I don't take a breath, so let me tell you something. I don't talk that fast. I ain't never talked that fast. You know what I mean, man? We're just from the country. We're gonna have a good time.
We're gonna rock out on Friday night. We're gonna have a little bit country Sunday. Dave Summers with the trucking cruises. Oh yeah, buddy, come on out here, listen to Randy. Let's look at the checking out Donna Dip. Come on out here, it's gonna be a good time. I'll tell you what,
on RTM Radio Network.
Oh, what a great tune. Van Zandt, help somebody if you can. What a beautiful friggin' day it was today. Oh, my God. I was outside in a T-shirt, baby, working on the Loco shop. Absolutely gorgeous out there. Oh, it was so friggin' nice and sunny.
T-shirt weather, baby.
Oh, the air smelled fresh. Everything's clean outside. Oh, it was absolutely gorgeous. I loved it.
It was, and it gave me a bit of time this afternoon to get my head in the figures.
A little bit of quietness because I was gone. Yes, sir.
I was actually listening to music in the background, but it's a nightmare when Randy's here. You know, he potters around and he's walking around me and stomping around me, and he clicks on bloody videos with gunshots and train horns and all sorts going off on bloody Facebook, you know. And I'm like, could just do with a little bit of peace. And he's like, oh, yeah, sorry. And then 5 minutes later, you know, he'll click on some woman having a rant in the street. Or bloody whatever it is that he's clicking on.
I love the train videos more than anything, though.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's
crazy.
Exactly it. Moving right along.
No, we're not calling anybody. We've got quite a bit on tonight, so we're just having a little bit of peace right now until we get Joe on the phone. Because you know what happens when Joe's on the phone? I mean, where's that bloody... What happens when Joe gets on the phone?
This is Joe with JVC Charity. What the fuck, driver? Oh, don't play that one, Donna.
All right, we'll try not to. I'll make sure we don't play that one.
Click on that one again. Let me hear it again.
This is Joe with JVC Charity. What the fuck, driver? Oh, don't play that one, Donna. This is Joe with This is Joe with.
On the phone tonight will be Joe, by the way, and of course he'll probably say the same thing.
This is Joe with JVC Charity. What the fuck, driver? Oh, don't play that one, Donna.
Fuck, as he says.
Got to watch the shit you send over here then, son.
I know, and we was laughing at some of the other clips that you'd left on your Spreaker, Joe, won't we?
Oh, and I've just begun to have fun.
Yeah, I was wetting myself. I was like, does he not know to delete this shit off Spreaker?
He'll learn one of these days. The Bellamy Brothers and Redneck Girl.
Redneck girl likes to cruise and give me a redneck girl.
Hi, this is Random Man.
And I'm Donna.
We're here for SS Cruises, and we want to let you know that they're proud to present the Lizard Lick Towing and Recovery Cruise with Ron Shirley, Amy Shirley, and Juicy on the all-new Carnival Vista. Join them as they sail from Miami, Florida for this 6-day cruise where they'll visit the beautiful ports of call of Ocho Rios, Jamaica, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel.
Cruise from one sunny tropical isle to another in the glittering turquoise seas of the Western Caribbean. A Carnival cruise offers idyllic days of swimming, snorkeling, and strolling pearly white sand beaches and romantic nights beneath the twinkle of the clear, starry skies.
Explore many wonderful ports of call on your Western Caribbean cruise. You'll enjoy a 2-hour private cocktail and meet and greet with Ron and Amy Shirley, and you'll also enjoy a separate 1-hour private cocktail party and meet and greet with Juicy. During these 2 private parties, all cocktails will be provided by SS Cruises.
Let's get licked! Reserve a cabin now until January the 3rd, 2016 for only $100 per person. This is a non-refundable reservation. This is only a reservation, and a full deposit of $300 per person will be required to get a cabin assignment and a booking number.
The deposit to confirm your cabin number is $300 non-refundable per person and would be due by October 20th, 2016. Prices are per person and are based on double occupancy. Prices include $72 per person, prepaid staff gratuities, port fees, taxes, food, and access to all private parties and meet and greets.
Optional travel insurance is available and highly recommended. Full payments will be due on or before the 27th of December 2016. Payment plans are available. Feel free to ask for details.
This is a private group booking, and to attend all parties and meet and greets, this booking must be made with SS Cruises. Call 937-331-8029 or feel free to email us at sscruises@yahoo.com. We hope to see you on board.
Tired of paper logs? There's a better way to track your driving hours. The Keep Truckin' electronic logbook. It's an app that lets you do your logs on your iPhone or Android device for free. If you make a mistake, you can edit your logs just like you would on paper. Keep Truckin' alerts you if you have any violations, so you never have to worry about failing an inspection. And best of all, Keep Truckin' is free. Search Keep Truckin' on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, or visit keeptruckin.com to learn more. And remember, keep on truckin' with the Keep Truckin' app.
It's the Yanki and the Brit with the Lido Lounge Sunday edition. Christine coming up at 8 o'clock in Dave's place, and Joe is when? Same time?
Joe's coming on at 7:30 in 7 minutes.
7:30?
Now, yes.
What? When were you going to tell me this?
Well, I thought I'd let him get all of his, all his so that mouth can get a word in edgeways at 8 p.m.
Oh,
They're
right.
going to be on together, but you know what he's like. He's got a lot of steam to get rid of.
I didn't know any of that shit was going down
Well,
like
you
that.
know
I'm glad you
now.
filled me in.
This is Joe with JVC Charity. What the fuck, driver? Oh, don't play that one, Donna.
Oh, man, here we go.
It might be crazy what I'm about to say. Yeah, the cruise ship's here and it's about to sail. With SS Cruises, you'll never fail. Yeah, with the fares they have, you're gonna love to sail. Because I'll sail along if you feel like a balcony room's for you. Because I'll sail along if you feel like it's like an ocean view. Because I'll sail along if you'd rather have a room without a view. Because I'll sail along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come good news, the Yankee and the Brit. Yeah, they'll give you all they got with their crazy bits. Well, I should probably warn you, they'll do just fine. close to you, but they won't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like a balcony room's for you. Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like you like an ocean view. Because I'm up sailing along if you'd rather have a room without a view. Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, ooh.
Hi, this is Brad James.
I see Brad James still sucks at whistling.
Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like a balcony room's for you. Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like you like an ocean view. Because I'm up sailing along if you'd rather have a room without a view. Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like a balcony room's for you. Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like you'd like an ocean view. Because I'm up sailing along if you'd rather have a room without a view. Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go! Lift me up, David can.
Lift me up, Giggles can.
Lift me up, Brad can.
Lift me up.
I say, because I'm up sailing along if you feel like a balcony room's for you. Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like you like an ocean view. Because I'm up sailing along if you'd rather have a room without a view. Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like a balcony room's for you. Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like you like an ocean view. Because I'm up sailing along if you'd rather have a room without a view. Because I'm up sailing along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, come on.
Hi, this is Brad James. You're listening to the Yankee and the Brit on the Lido Lounge Sunday edition.
Hey y'all, this is Joe with JVC Charity Spotlight. Donna always like to accuse me of being long-winded and I don't take a breath, so let me tell you something. I don't talk that fast. I ain't never talk that fast. You know what I mean, man? We're just from country. We're gonna have a good
Time, we're gonna rock out on Friday night. We're gonna have that little bit country Sunday. Dave Summers with the trucking cruises. Oh yeah, buddy, come on out here, listen to Randy. Let's look at the check it out down the dip. Come on out here, spend a good time. I'll tell you what, see you then.
on RTM Radio Network.
The Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. It is that time. On the phone is Mr. Joe. Hi,
Silence
Joe.
in the courtyard, silence in the street. The biggest mouth in America is just about to speak. Hi, Joe.
Oh, are you done? I mean, you got a reputation for the biggest mouth. I'm just the cleanup. Everybody knows I just clean up the Donna.
You say you're a prima donna.
Well, I may be a prima donna. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of feel like the devil out. They always have a nice feeling, though, you know? Oh, wait a minute. That's all too much information. So how's everybody doing that? Did you have a good weekend, Randy?
Oh, my God. Today was fantastic. Best day ever. I ached so bad. I had so much fun. Got the truck washed. Got it all cleaned out. Vacuumed it inside. Shined up the chrome. Cleaned the glass. Looking good. Greased up the tires. Worked on the building. I've just had a great day, man. Now I'm ready to go over in my chair and go.
I hear you. I took Jen out to the range here today, and we worked on a little bit of shooting with her, getting her a little bit more familiar with the guns and everything. Worked with the shotgun with her. And shotgun's just about an inch, maybe about an inch too long for her. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I put a nice size one saber on it, so it didn't have a whole lot of kick on it for her. It's 12 gauge. So if I take that off, it's going to kick her a little harder than I think she wants to. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about it yet. Whether I'm going to
Get her a,
maybe go out and buy something a little bit shorter for her.
yeah, get her a sawed-off, double barrel.
That's, yeah. And when she gets knocked on the ass, I got to make the noise.
Yeah, but the nice thing is, it scatters. Look out, Taliban!
Yeah, exactly. She's really good with the shotgun. I mean, I took her skeet shooting here last summer. You got to remember, she was 6-7 months pregnant when I took her skeet shooting, and she hasn't been skeet shooting in like 13 years. And I told her where to aim on the targets and everything. And she had 10 targets, and once I told her where to aim, she hit 9 out of 10 targets. Done like a professional. I was real proud of her on the shotgun. What I got to work with her on is the pistol, on the handgun. She's real timid with handguns. I got my work cut out there. I mean, she's a good shot. She's real safe with guns. I think her main concerns.
Get her
small kids and everything.
Get her an old Tommy gun. As soon as she pulls the trigger, it'll just start going, and eventually she'll be able to control it, and she can just hold it there while it's rat-a-tat-tatting.
Yeah. That just sounds like a nightmare for me to be fixing things, you know?
Sorry, I'm just thinking big.
Yeah, why? Hey, I agree. It's go big or go home. It's always been my philosophy. It's like, she's still a little upset for me for the shenanigans I pulled last night. Me and Jacob, me and him were hanging out, and he wanted me to build him a fort. So I built him a fort. The problem was, I used every sheet he had in the closet to make it. Oh, she wasn't happy when she realized she had to refold all the sheets. That just made her day.
Well, I bet it did. So what's on your mind, Mr. J?
Well, you know what? I've been holding off on telling you this story, Randy, but it's a good old trucking story, and I think you're going to love it. This story goes back, a couple of years. I was working for a little 13-truck operator out of Maryland there called Mill Road Express. We just had a good old time. I convinced my brother-in-law to come on over there to work. So Ed Ross was the owner's name. He told me, he says, your only responsibility is to make sure he gets loaded in one piece and down there to Raleigh, North Carolina in one piece. I said, okie dokie. Well, they gave him the oldest trailer in the fleet. It was an old Ford towel trailer. So, I go, oh, this is going to be fun. So we go up to old Parksburg, West Virginia, and we load charcoal. We leave there, and we head down there, and we get down Sheer Mountain, which, Sheer Mountain's one of those roads where you can sit there and clean your tail light as you're going down the road, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we get down to the bottom of it, and we get ready to go through Petersburg, which is the beginning of the hog strop. Well, I've been down there more times than I can count, so, I'm just motoring along with Josh's fault behind me. All of a sudden, I hear him go, son of a bitch. And I said, what's wrong? He said, I just blew a tire. I said, okay. So we'll stop up here at Grant County Mulch. We'll take a look at it. Well, I pulled over to Grant County Mulch, and I had to wait about 5 minutes for him to get there. As he started coming up, I was like, oh, shit. The trailer was leaning Randy so bad. I mean, it looked like, he was banking a turn. And I said, you only blew one tire? He said, yep. I said, okay. We got back here, Randy. He had no tires on that axle at all. And it sheared every lug nut off that trailer. The tires were completely gone. I thought, oh, shit. So I had to call Ed. Ed didn't answer, so I had to call his boy Andy. I said, Andy, we got a problem. I said, it looks like Josh had a wheel seal or a wheel bearing lock up, and it sheared all the studs off. He said, okay. He said, let me call Dad. So Ed calls me back, and he says, what the fuck? He said, I gave you one thing to do. I said, Ed, how was I supposed to control? But anyway, he said, you take your happy ass, and you go back there, and you start my 2 tires and my 2 rims. We'll be down there in a little bit. I think, okay. So I said, come on, Josh. I threw Josh in the truck, and I dropped my trailer. Now, we're driving down this West Virginia 2-lane road. I mean, there's curves, and the runs alongside the river and everything. We're sitting there searching for these tires, trying to find these tires. We can't find the tires anywhere. We're searching and searching and searching and searching. Finally, turn back around, and we come back up, and I noticed it up in the middle of this farm. And it just had to be a pig farm. So I'm like, well, shit, how are we going to get that tire without getting shot? You know, remember, this is West Virginia. You know, you ever heard of the Hatfield McCoy? Don't mess with a pig. You just don't do it in West Virginia. So we get going. I was like, all right, fine. I said, I'm going to go up through the barns. At this point, it's raining. Josh is like, pistol man, I'm jumping over the fence. Well, he grabbed the hold of this fence, and it was electrified. He shot the shit out of himself. I didn't piss myself laughing. Well, he jumped over. When he jumped over, he landed face first into it. And he landed face first into a bunch of pig shit. And I'm just laughing. So I go up through the barn there and come back out, and we grab this tire. Damn thing's still fully inflated. I'm like, all right. So I rolled over the fence. Like, how the hell are we going to get this over? So we just threw it. We threw that tire up over there and everything, and we wheeled it over to my truck, and we threw it on the catwalk. Now, my truck's covered in pig shit. It's raining out, and I'm bobtailed. I look at Josh. He's like, what am I going to do? I said, just jump in the passenger seat. Shit, I'll just clean it out later. He said, no, I'm not going to do that. He said, I'll jump on the catwalk. I got that shit-eating grin on my face. I said, Josh, are you sure about that? He said, oh, yeah, I'm positive about it. I don't want to get your truck dirty. I said, okay. So we took off on down the road looking for this. Now, this is a heavy coal route, Randy. There's always coal laying on that road. And when it gets wet, it produces such a muck that it just covers the vehicle into black, you know? So we're like, oh, okay. So we're driving around, and I'm laughing because I know when I get back there, I'm not going to have a brother-in-law on the truck anymore. I'm going to have a black man on the truck. And sure as shit, when I got pulled over and I stopped and I go back there and say, okay, Josh, let's go looking for the tire again. The only thing you could see that was light on him was his teeth and his eyes. And he looked at me and he said, well, I guess this wasn't a good idea, was it? I said, no, it wasn't. So we'll continue looking for this tire. And we've been looking for this tire for 3 hours. I'm like, well, where the hell is this tire at? You know, we're looking and looking and looking. We can't find it anywhere. Well, finally, we gave up and we decided we're going to start walking down the road. Well, as we're walking down the road, here comes this old lady. She had to be 80 years old. I mean, she fit the old lady description, West Virginia description. You know, she came out there. She had one of them long nightgowns on and everything. And she looked at us. She said, hey, boys. And we're like, oh, shit, we're in trouble. And I said, yes, ma'am. She said, are you the one that lost the tire a little bit ago? And at this point, the only thing going through my mind is, oh, my God, it went through her house. You know, that's the only thing I could picture. And I said, yes, ma'am. With her, she said, that tire hit my horse trailer. It's down there. You can go get it. And I'm thinking, oh, Jesus, okay, it hit a horse trailer. You know, I'm supposed to go down there and see an $80,000 horse trailer with a hole of, you know, the size of a tire through it. Kind of how in the hell am I going to explain this one, Ed, without losing my job? So we go down there and we find a tire. And, well, this horse trailer, it was the most run-down piece of shit we'd ever seen. Well, luckily it didn't do any damage. Well, hell, you couldn't do any damage to much rust that it did. The only thing it did was loosen some nuts up. We get the tire loaded up. We get back to the truck, and Ed finally gets down there and everything. And, my God, he ripped me up one side, down the other. We fixed the trailer. We got on down the road, but it was the funniest shit. I'll never forget. Ed got down there. Josh is covered in big shit, and he's black. He's like, he looks at me, and I'm trying not to laugh. And Ed goes, "What the hell happened?" And I said, "It's a long story, Ed, and I'll let Josh tell it to you sometime." And that was one of the better times I had with my brother-in-law.
What was he chewing you a new ass for? You didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to be looking after him, and I let him make stupid decisions.
It was me thinking you had a story to tell us about gravy.
What's that?
It was me thinking you had an interesting story to tell us about gravy.
Gravy?
Yeah. A few weeks ago, he was in the chat and he said, I have a story about gravy, but that's a story for another day.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking, and for a story for another day? Oh, I like the sound of that.
Oh, I've got all kinds of gravy. That man, he was a son of a bitch, is what he was, but he taught me a lot about trucking. I started with Snyder National and everything. I got my CDL, you know. I never drove nothing but a 10-speed. I make product of Bighorns, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I mean, it's a good place to start, in my opinion. But anyways, so we went and got a job there. They said, "You ever drove a truck before?" I said, "Yeah, I've been driving over the road for 2 years." "Okay, you're good to go. That red truck out there in the corner is yours." I was like, "Okay." So I go out there, and this thing's a 1980 Mac. I jump up in some bitch all cocky as usual, you know. And there's 2 sticks sitting on the ground. I'm like, what the hell is this? I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. So my mistake was I went and told Gravy I didn't know how to drive. He made me drive around that yard for an hour. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that was a running joke for the longest time. But I told Gravy, I said, the brakes are bad on this thing. And he said, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. I was loaded cement one day, and the truck just took off. It just plumb took off. And I got 9 yards of cement on the ground. And, yeah, that wasn't a good day and everything. Well, he come down there and parked his truck on the hill. And that truck it was an old F-150, but I swear to God, that thing seen its better days. And so I'm like, okay. So Gravy's helping me, and I look up, and there goes his truck rolling backwards as a Gravy, your truck. Gravy, your truck. He looked up, saw the truck, he said, "Fuck it, it'll stop when it hits something." Okay. So he was a piece of work. That was the same week that they sent me up to the ski slopes, and they were building a roller coaster up on this ski slope. And we were pouring the pillars for to bolt on the track, basically. So we had these big motor tires on the front of it, Randy. Now, I had enough sense before I started up that sumbitch to stop my barrel, and it was so wet, I couldn't even make it a quarter way up the hill. So they said, "We're going to send down a dozer." Now, you know, this is one of those ski slopes. It's got the little humps and the little jumps for these little frou-frou people to get their air time and do whatever it is they want to do. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So now I've got her in first gear, and I'm just letting her, you know, kind of help pull herself up the hill and everything while the dozers pull me. Now, this is as much my fault as it is the dozer operator. I let him pull me up there with the chain. We got 3/4 of the way up this hill. And just about that time he hit one of those humps, he had to stop for a second and get traction with his tracks and everything. And when he got traction again, he jerked that chain. And when he jerked that chain snapped. Well, the first thing I did was come down on the binders. Well, it was so wet, it didn't do no good. That son of a bitch took off backwards down the hill. Now, mind you, I'm in a cement mixer. I got a cigarette hanging out of my mouth. I'm in a 1980 Mac. So you know I don't have power steering. Now let's picture this. I'm going straight backwards down a hill. Behind me, I got the maintenance shed, and to the left of me, I've got the ski lift. So I'm steering for all arm work, you know, just trying to keep her straight coming down the hill. I get down to the bottom where I'm to the point going, oh fuck, how am I going to get stopped before I hit that maintenance shed? And to this day, I don't know how this happened, but when I got down there to where I was even with the ski lift, the sumbitch finally got traction. I did a complete 180, and I was facing the maintenance shop, and I came to a stop. And I'll never forget, the first words out of my mouth when I got out of the truck was, "Whoa, that was one hell of a fucking ride." I lit up another cigarette and continued to smoke that cigarette. And the guy came up behind me, or actually, he said, "We need to get that load back up." This time we used a cable, and we took the load up and everything, and the guy Chad, he just came out of driving school, and he came behind me. Of course, they're hearing all the chatter on the radio, what's going on, and me sliding back down the ski slope, blah, 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 blah. You know, and so this guy's a nervous wreck and everything. I ended up taking his truck up there and everything. That's when people started to tell me I wasn't right in the head.
No comment.
Yeah.
No comment.
Oh, I had fun, Randy. I tell you what, throwing cement mixers, and then I got this harebrained idea in my head that it would be a good idea to run log truck in West Virginia. Boy, let me tell you what, I've got some good old stories about pulling logs out through West Virginia and Pennsylvania and everything.
Well, you might want to just breathe for a few seconds, just take in a little bit of air, because you have been talking constantly for 17 minutes and you have not stopped. So you just sit and just take in a little bit of air. Randy's going to play a
This is Joe with JVC Charity. What the
I
fuck,
said,
driver?
Randy's just going to play a 6-second promo just to let you take
Will
in a
you
bit
stop
of air.
it?
Oh, he's gone quiet. That's not like him.
He hung up on you.
Oh,
Are you still alive?
well, I thought, hell, I thought you were playing a song. You were telling me I had to breathe, so I was breathing. And, you know, I got the oxygen tank sitting right here. If you want me to keep sucking on the oxygen tank, I'll do that. You want me to keep talking, I'll talk. And I can do either one. You just tell me which one you want me to do.
That's what I was just going to tell her. He's got the mask on his face. Just hang on a minute. He'll be right back.
Oh, no. But, hey, you know what? You were talking about New River Gorge here, Randy, the other night on the Friday night show.
Yeah, what a beautiful place.
Here's a fun fact about it. Every Valentine's Day, they shut that bridge down, and people bungee jump off of it. They had a problem with it here a few years ago because people started bungee jumping off of it naked on Valentine's Day. So I think they put a stop to it now. But I still think they're bungee jumping off of it on Valentine's Day.
But not naked.
Yeah, not naked, though.
How many of them have teeth?
Well, my thing of it is, first off, why in the damn hell would you want to bungee jump naked? I mean, that just seems like it'd be chasing from hell. That's my opinion.
Well, I don't know about the flutter of the wiener as you're falling. That might be a little rough.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it. You know, I don't know. Now, there's a place up there in West Virginia that you can't get to with a truck. You gotta take a couple back roads and go through a couple hollers to get what is called they call it the High Bridge. And let me tell you something. That's a place that you go under 30 and you make sure you don't take your girlfriend with you. My God. I mean, there's a little of an excess amount of hoo-ha running around there, and it's a good old time.
Can you imagine jumping off that bridge with your nutsack flapping in the breeze? That's liable to leave a mark.
It might, yeah, I was going to say it might be the only time that a man gets himself a black eye with his nutsack.
It's better than a saggy piss flaps on a roller coaster.
Oh yeah, but I tell you, you know what? I think I'm going to have something special for everybody this week on Wednesday's show after we get done with the Chosen Reservoir interview with Rayburn Blair. I've got something special I worked on this week that everybody enjoys, but I want to kind of keep it quiet now. Make sure I can get it completely done. But
great job at keeping it quiet.
Good luck with that.
Oh, I can keep it secret when I need to, but it's with. I'll just put it this way: it was one of everybody's favorite person that comes into the chat and everything. He's always had some very wise and good information to pass along and everything, and we decided we want to try something, so we'll see how it works out this week.
I think it'll be fine. Bring it on.
Stop it. I can't even look at Randy. It's making me laugh. Oh, dear, Joe. Maybe now's the best time for Mouth Almighty to call in while you're half quiet. She might be able to just slip in.
Well, come on, Mouse. Come on in here. Show me how it's done. I'm waiting for you.
Come on, Mouth Almighty.
Oh, yeah.
Call in.
Oh, Randy, I'll tell you what, logging was fun, though. You know, you go out there in the woods. Yeah, it's the only job that they're going to pay you to take an 80,000-pound vehicle. It was some of the best experiences I had. I was up there in a VLPA one time, moving a loader, finished loader off the hill and everything. I had to chain up the bobtail to go up it. We started down, and the guy is shoving me down the hill and everything. I got her held back and everything. Well, this hill was about 13% straight up to the bottom with a 90-degree right turn. Well, as soon as the weight, because all the weight's on the back of them furnace loaders, as soon as I started down that hill, I lost all the traction on my tractor. And I just slid down that hill. I pulled me, the furnace loader, and the skidder behind me down the hill. I saw him waving his hand 90 mile an hour. For me to stop there wasn't no stopping and everything. We got top of the hill. He looked at me. He said, "You crazy son of a bitch." I said, "I'm not crazy. How was I going to stop?" I figured you just let the cable out. Let me go on my own. That was another good experience.
I
hear you.
Hey, there she is.
I was just about to say to you, just burst in. Don't wait for him to stop talking or you'll never get a chance.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Well, you and Joe go ahead and carry the show here. Donna and I are going to run for some ice cream. We'll be back here in a little bit.
That's a bullshit. I'm taking a break.
Give me a nice, will you hush a minute? Give me a nice tall strawberry slush.
Yes,
if you're going to Sonic.
A strawberry slut?
Slush, it's a fruit drink.
Oh.
Randy knows what I'm talking about.
Thought you was talking about a girl down at the truck stop.
Hi, Mrs. Summers.
So Karen said,
"Oh, anyway,
sweet baby Jesus, our savior." I think she's talking about you.
Yeah, she loves me.
Karen, you haven't seen
I
how
don't
much
know.
she could talk.
Okay, what do we want to know? I'm
All
here
right,
for
Mel.
the dipshit. What do I got to say?
What do you want to say?
Let's talk about the 2017 cruise. Where are we at with that?
Oh, by the way, just so you guys know, hang on just a second. Just so you guys know, this is Christine on the phone now, along with Joe.
This is the Mighty Mouth.
Yes, it's Mouth. That help you understand who it
Yep,
is
and
now?
I'm also Dave's dumb shit.
You said it.
Oh, the 2017. What do you want to know about it?
Well, where?
Last I heard, he's got about 150 people on that one so far, or more.
Okay, well, we're shooting for 500 on that one. So everybody needs to get booked. I tell you what, right now it's time to
Yeah.
get you can get it real cheap. Hell, with me and my family.
Absolutely.
My big family. We can you can get it. I ended up booking 2 rooms for all my kids because me and my wife are like rabbits. But that's what it is. But I mean, 2 rooms. It's cost me $256 a month. Is what it cost me for 2 rooms. It's very, very affordable. Break that down. That's $140 every 2 weeks. I mean, there ain't no reason nobody can't afford to do that. I mean, I think it's going to be a very good time. I'm looking forward to it.
It's an awesome ship. I've been on that one. That was my very first cruise ship.
What ship is it?
The Glory.
The Glory. Okay. And that's that Howard Salmon and Brad James is going to be on there singing some tunes. And if anybody hasn't got the chance to catch Howard Salmon singing, let me tell you what, he is one of the most charismatic men I have ever met, and he can belt out some tunes. He's very, very people oriented. He likes to get the crowd involved. He likes having the crowd there, and he's not just one of those entertainers that's just going to sing his songs and he doesn't want to mingle. Howard loves to mingle, and as Don Brady knows, he can talk the brass balls off of a monkey.
Well, you're right there with them there, buddy.
Well, that's why me and him get along so good.
We love listening to you. I mean, we just cracked up. We were all in tears listening to you.
Oh, well, I don't know why. And that part is, everything I told is an absolute true story. None of that is made up, fake, anything like that. Some of the stuff that me and my brother-in-law got ourselves into is just absolutely ridiculous. We took a load of beer I took a load of beer to Dover. He came up from East North Carolina with a load of beer. We got up there to Dover, and we were delivering. So we got our beer delivered and everything. They said, well, it's going to be a while. Go get something to eat. We ride over to his truck, go get something to eat. Well, we go to a little Mexican restaurant there in Dover, and we're eating. We come back out, we jump in his truck, and all of a sudden the smoke just starts to bellow out of the truck. Well, needless to say, both of us jumped out of that some bitch around like there was no tomorrow. We got over there and we got to look, and he's burning up every belt on his truck. Other than the main fan belt. That's the only belt he had left. They told us to go down there to down to Delaware and pick up melon. So we got out there to the farm and everything. We backed in and said, oh, it's going to be a while. And it was the funniest thing watching these guys. Still take offense today, buddy. But watch these Mexicans bring these melons. And what they did is they took school buses and they cut the top of these school buses off. And they just loaded them with melons. And then they backed it up and they just start throwing melons in the bins and loading them on the trucks. Me and Josh are sitting there on the dock watching them load these melons up and everything. Well, they went to throw these melons, and two of them broke.
The line's muted.
Hit the ground and broke. And I just got this shit-eating grin on my face. I said, I'll be right back. I ran out to the truck. I grabbed Josh a fork, me a fork, and me and him sitting there eating these fresh watermelons as these Mexicans are loading them. These Mexicans look at us like we're absolutely out of our minds and everything. When we finally get our melons loaded, on the way up there, statute of limitations is probably gone now. That's the only reason I'm telling this story. But he pulled over, and I looked at him, and he looked at me. And this is straight before July 4th. We just opened the back of them, took about 12 watermelons out of it, and threw it into our bunks. Went up there and unloaded it. I tell you what, we had a hell of a 4th of July party that year. I wouldn't recommend one that though. That was a few years ago, though.
Yeah.
So come on there, Chris.
Well, I'm ready for the questions. People throw them at me.
I know you got some good trucking stories. Come on, let's hear them.
Oh, honey, I didn't drive long enough. I only drove probably 7-8 years. And then they disabled me. Pissed me right off, but yeah. My trucking days were like a midlife crisis. I got my CDL, went driving, and lasted about 7 years, and then they disabled me. So now I'm sitting home doing nothing. Being those sidekicks.
So what cruises they got? The SS cruises got coming up. I know they've got the Lizard Lick cruise coming up. They've got the 2017 cruise coming up. The Hawaii's on there. What else has he got?
The Alaskan cruise next year, the Hawaii, Tad Prather and Cooper Wade cruise, Lance Stinson, and I know Donna Swoonin and Karen Swoonin. Y'all should get on that one. But what else is there? Of course, the First One Wild cruises, and that's about it right now that I know. Bermuda, doesn't he have a Bermuda one going in, Christy? I don't have anything on the Bermuda because I don't go to that one.
Stinson.
I don't save the events if I'm not on them.
What about Lance's cruise?
What, Donna?
So what about Lance's cruise? What's going on there?
Not a whole lot. That's why I said y'all need to get up and go on that one. We need some people on that one. And as good as he is, I think he should be able to fill up a boat.
Yes, you guys.
I mean, it's not that expensive either.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you've got 8 days for probably $1,100, you know, per person. And, you know, for 2 people for that one, you can get an inside cabin for $13.48. And that's not bad for 8 days at all. Come on, you need to book that one.
I tell you what. I tell you what, Chad Prather, that guy is one funny son of a bitch. I don't know if everybody has ever caught his videos that he does. Some of them are absolutely hilarious. Oh, okay.
I'm the one that found him today.
I absolutely love the one he did for Black Friday. That was absolutely
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, yeah. He was good. He's good. I've got all his videos. He's really, really good.
The one he did about the $20 bill here last week, I think it was. That would have been, sometime last week. I mean, he had a good point in it, but it was absolutely hilarious how he did that in the same sentence.
Yeah. The one I'm looking forward to is a lizard lick. I mean, that's my baby. I've watched it grow from infancy. I cannot wait to see it happen. I really can't. That one's going to be a big one. It's going slow right now, but I think it's going slow because there's so much time before it actually happens. And people, kind of on the fence post about it. And there's a lot of people in the UK that, because they're so hot over there right now, and he's not really doing nothing over in the U.S., so he's got a lot of UKs that are interested in it, and I know one of them's coming over. But as far as that goes, I think after he starts shooting again in March of next year, he'll have a lot more hopping on board of that one.
You're killing me with those facts.
I mean,
Okay. I tell you what, and I'm not just saying this because this is Dave's hour or Giggle has control of my money or anything like that, but it's God's honest truth. They are the best people I've worked at for working with people and can get their cruises paid off. If you're having trouble or something, all you got to do is call them and they work with you. I've personally a set of people that are so well. The only other people I've seen that are just as much customer oriented is Don and Randy, what they do with the T-shirts and how they do their shirt business and sign business. I mean, what they do is absolutely amazing. But Dave and Chrissy are right there with them with their customer service skills. It's unmatched. This is the second cruise I'll be on, and the people I used for the first cruise, they don't even hold a candlestick to what Dave and Chrissy's done. I mean, all I got to do is send Chrissy a message to tell her, hey, money's there, go ahead and take it. Or, if I forget, which happens, you'll say, hey, is it go? Okay, take your money out. And all I got to tell her is, hey, hold on 1 second, make a call my wife, and boom, it's taken care of. I mean, they're polite, courteous to deal with. I'd not sound like a damn promo, but I would highly suggest anybody use them.
they work extremely hard for their cruises and for their cruisers. I mean, they will bend over backwards to make sure you're happy. You know, you can't make everybody happy, but they make everybody happy for the majority of those cruises. I mean, if you have a problem, like you said, call them. They will fix it. You know, they'll make it right.
And that's exactly right, Mel, because they came on here a couple weeks ago, and the way you worded stuff had me a little concerned about that truckers cruise. I'm like, I don't know if I'm on the right cruise with my kids, because I got young kids. So I told Chrissy, hey, I need you to get a hold of me. I've got some concerns. I told her what my concerns were, and she explained to me that not to worry about it, that everything was going to be just fine, that what my concerns were didn't really involve the cruise. It was, it was a non-issue that my kids wouldn't be around and everything. You know, basically put my mind deep, because I was at the point I was like, I think I'm going to...
How old are your kids?
Let's see here. 7, 5, 3, and September, October, November, and 3 months.
Oh, they got so much for kids on this ship. They really do.
Yeah. And that's something that... Good.
They have places for them. They have daycare. They have night care. They have all kinds of activities for them as they age. You know, in age groups, I've seen kids going around the ships doing scavenger hunts, and they love the pools, and they love the fact that they can just walk up to almost any place and grab something to eat. They don't need anybody with them. You know, it's real kid-friendly, believe me. But I wouldn't worry about taking kids with me on any of their cruises, really.
Well, that's what Chrissy was saying about Camp Carnival. I think is what she called it and everything. She said that they're absolutely wonderful with the young children and everything, and that they do a phenomenal job. She said the only complaint she has is the way some of the cruisers that are not in the group with SS Cruises just basically let their kids just run wild on the cruises.
Yeah, I've seen that too. But I'm not a kid person. My youngest kid here is 15 years old, so I really don't have the little ones anymore to worry about, but I understand exactly what you're talking about. I've seen kids.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even want to go into some of the stories I've seen some of those kids do. I mean, they get around an ice cream thinking it's a mess. I mean, especially if they're unsupervised, stuff like that, you know. But, you know, what can you do?
Yeah, exactly.
And the carnival, you know, they love that. I haven't seen a kid go in there once and complain.
Now,
what is it, H2O for teenagers or something?
Mm-hmm. Now, the question I had, and I haven't got a chance to ask, maybe you can answer this. Once you book your room, once you get your deposit in and you get your room number and everything, and that you're paying it off and everything, is there a website that you can get on to find out what cruise or what what the hell they called excursions? What excursions you can?
Then you can go on to carnival.com under your account, and if you're booked on a cruise, and even if you're not booked on a cruise, you can check out any cruise they have on there. And if you are booked on a cruise, it'll show you right in your cruise details, your excursions to that particular cruise. Very easy.
Okay. Oh, before I forget, I'm Michelle. But, Randy, are you there?
Hey, Mouth, you have to say hello to Michelle. That is the law.
Oh, hello, Michelle. How's my girl from over across the pond? You like my accent, too? She likes all of our accents.
Yeah, Michelle, that's Mouth Almighty talking to you right now.
Yeah, that's me.
I hear him breathing heavy in the background. Mr. Howard, are you there, buddy?
Hey, I'm just sitting here listening to you guys. What the hell are you talking about?
There he is.
Hi, Howard.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Also, hello, Michelle, whoever you may be. I got to get in the fun, too, all right?
Yeah, well, we're just talking about your 2017 cruise that you're going on there, big guy.
Well, I do hear about that, you know. Now, she was talking about this whole water park bit and all this fun for the kids. I think I tried to play a little basketball myself and played around up there, and, you know, they got that golf and all kinds of good stuff. I would tell you what, the kids are going to have a great time with you. You know that.
Yes, they will. They have that whole sports deck up there. You'll never see a kid.
Great time. Yeah.
You'll have to fight them to get them to bed.
Well, you know, I had to kind of butt my way in there so I could play because there's so many kids up there playing. But hey, I had a fun time trying it. You know, I mean, you know, it's there to do. It's there to enjoy. You got the slides for the water. You know, I get all kind of good stuff up there.
That's how you learn to climb up that palm tree, Howard.
I learned how to climb up a palm tree.
Okay, sorry.
You know what? It doesn't feel good trying to slide back down it. You might go up it. You might go up it a few pounds heavier, and you come down a whole bunch of coconuts lighter.
Well, now we know how you got your practice. You got your practice by climbing on climbing frames on the Carnival cruise ship.
It wasn't only the coconuts that came down, mind you. But you're right. I will try.
What, your nuts as well?
I didn't say that. You were insinuating.
Now then, before Joe, while Joe has stopped for breath, I do believe that you have a story to tell our listeners about laying an egg.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, hey,
Well, let me squeeze this in here before we change tips. For the kids, though, they also have their game room. They have the arcade room. You know, they have all kinds of stuff for kids to do. So I wouldn't even worry about taking kids on this trip. Take them with you. You know, don't get a babysitter. Don't pay somebody at home to take care of them. Bring them along. The more the merrier. Or should like Karen Abed. She's going for the vacay. She's leaving her kids home.
That ain't fun. You got to bring kids with you.
Yeah, no, you gotta bring your kids with you. You gotta make it a family vacation. It's very, very. I think it's important to bring kids with you. You know, you make a family vacation, make it something that you can do with them every year. I mean, we started here. What was it? 3 years ago, we started going to Michigan every year, making a family vacation. Of course, you know, I'm real big into family. I'm sorry.
I'm from Michigan.
I'm sorry.
I live in Tennessee now, but I was born and raised in Michigan. But I'm down here in Tennessee because I don't do the snow.
Joe, yes, you are big into family. I can't believe how big a family you have.
Well, you know what? Howard will tell you what kind of children I have and everything. We sat down there.
God.
What was that? 2 weeks ago, Howard?
Yeah, those kids are great. My gosh, you got some well-mannered children, man. They are so intelligent. They're incredible. Your son.
Yeah, they get that from their mom.
I had never met. Well, you know, I'd never met him before, and right off the start, your son. Hi, Howard. I didn't know what to say. He was right up front and being nice about it. It's like, oh wow, this is really nice. Like he knew me, you know.
Yeah, we were at that restaurant for a good hour or so. I mean, my kids were polite.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't. They weren't loud and obnoxious and everything, and I didn't even have to threaten them with life or limb that time.
Yeah, that's good, you know.
All I want to say is Carnival's pretty kid-friendly, so I wouldn't worry about it.
I think you'd be fine with them.
Absolutely, it would be. Besides, Glory is an awesome ship. That was my very first ship, so I know that ship pretty well.
So Donna was asking you a question there, Howard.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Go ahead, Donna.
Are we on?
Yeah.
I was saying, I do believe that you have a story to tell our listeners, Howard, about laying an egg.
I saw a chicken.
Oh, good now.
A big deal? Is that a big deal? I seen a chicken lay an egg once. All right.
All right, then, on to the next story, Joe. What else do you have to tell us? Hey, Howard, what is the latest with your music?
Oh, thank you for breaking the subject. Yeah, thank you. I've got a pretty good. I've got a really good song coming out here. It was introduced to Joe, then introduced to me by Joe, from a fella over in Dublin, Ireland. He wrote a great song called "War Within." Now, this will make you think about PTSD, about what the family goes through, about what soldiers go through. It will make you think. And we just got the music back here recently, and I've been working on it, trying to get it down just right before I go into the studio to record it. But this song is going to be coming out, and I really got to thank Tom Byrne in Dublin for the song. He's a good writer. I can't ever not mention his name. So anyhow, give credit where it's due. The man wrote a good song, and I felt really honored to actually be able to be the first to actually record it. And I hope it'll be the last to record it. I hope we can do well with it. So it will be coming out in March. But somehow
you tell them the history of that song.
Go ahead. You know more about it than I do.
What happened was I was working on the Veterans Day tribute, And I was on YouTube because that's where I find a lot of good music and everything. And I ran across this guy that did a homeless song. And I listened to it, and I was like, man, that's a badass song. And I wanted to use it for a promo video for one of the homeless shows that, that we're going to end up going for Truckers Standing Hunger and everything. So I contacted the guy through YouTube and told him what I wanted to do. And he said, "Oh, that's awesome." He said, I've got a lot of music I'd like you to hear if you're interested." I said, "Yeah, absolutely. Send it across to me." So he sent all this music to me and everything. We were getting ready to start work on a PTSD show for the tribute to the troops. So it's like, Tom, I've got an idea. I said, you're an absolutely fabulous writer. Can you write me a song for PTSD? Of course, like I said, he's from Dublin, Ireland. So he's like, what exactly is PTSD? He wasn't familiar with it. So I explained to him, he did some research, and he wrote this song for me, and I listened to it. And I'm like, holy shit. And, I'm like, this song's got some serious potential. So I call Howard, and I said, Howard, I'm going to send you something here in a second. You got to listen to this. This is going to knock your socks off. I send the song to Howard. Howard listens to it, and it's like Christmas Day to Howard, and it just took off from there, and it is what it is now. Sorry for interrupting you, Howard. I just want to get that story across there.
No, I'm glad you did. You have much better of a story to the origination of it than I do. And I tell you, when I first played that song, I couldn't get through it the first time without tears. I was all choked up. Second time I had tears. And I got thinking, if I could get a chance to record that, how am I going to record it without having tears myself? Because it's that strong. It's going to be a hard one for a lot of people, and I hope we can all get through it.
Yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful song, and I know you're working mad behind the scenes, just getting music together and getting things prepared for the 2017 cruise, and trying to get more stuff to get put out on your fan page there on Facebook. Which everybody, if you haven't, if you like this page, is Howard Salmon Music there on Facebook. He does an absolutely wonderful job. He's also got because he's a little too bashful to tell it to anybody. He's also got a PayPal account set up with his "These Trucks Are Made of Gold" CD that he has out. You can buy it right there on PayPal at Howard Salmon Fan Club at gmail.com. You can buy it right there, and he'll get it sent out to you quick as possible. And I'm not even sure if you twist his arm a little bit, or maybe his nipples, that he'd even send you a signed copy if that's what you wanted.
Easy on the nipples, guy. I mean, I only have two.
Well, better than one. I know a guy from West Virginia that had one of his nipples bit off by a beaver, but that's for another time.
Didn't I hear that on Jeff Foxworthy? That was where the guy's from?
Yeah, well, probably where he's from. But anything else you're working on, Howard? I mean, you got any other music in the work? When you planning on getting the music together?
I've got a lot of stuff yet coming out. A friend of mine, Al Orkins Jr., the one that wrote These Trucks Are Made of Gold and Give Me Fair Warning on the album. I wrote about 8 songs on that CD myself, along with Ron Terry, co-wrote, along with another friend of mine co-wrote one song. But I think I took care of about 5 of those. Al wrote 2 of these songs, but my friend Al Orkins just passed away recently, and but he left me with some great works, and soon I hope to have these on one album. Possibly I may also redo on that, or not redo, but I may add to that next album the 2 songs that he wrote prior to him passing that will also be included on that album as a tribute to him. So I believe that everyone's going to probably enjoy his work. He was a fabulous writer, and Darren has heard the rough versions of Al. He sent me a cassette tape, and in there, even Darren will even say, Al's saying, "Well, my voice is getting tired, Howard. Here's, I'll do another one here later." And And so, you know, that was personal to me. So these songs were personally given to me, and I've got to do it. I can't not do it now. There's no way I'm going to pass it up. So that'll be a new album all in its entirety. Now, you know, on the cruise, by the way, it's nice to do other people's works and stuff, you know, some karaoke stuff, George Strait, Alan Jackson, George Jones, good stuff like that. But I'm also going to be including a lot of my own stuff, a lot of stuff that's fresh, a lot of new stuff that's out. You guys are going to hear some great music. I know you guys are going to enjoy what I'll do for you. And I am not unapproachable. When I'm on the cruise out there, I'm not going to be hiding in my room. I mean, I expect you guys to knock on my door. Pardon me?
You better not be hiding in your room.
Well, I'm not going to. You know, I'll be out there kicking. I'll be hiding there sleeping, but that's about it. But most of the time, you're going to find me all over the place. You know, and I'm not unapproachable. I'd like you guys to sit down with me for lunch. I'm not going to have a table by myself. If I got to sit there with 50, 100 people, great. Let's have a good time. Let's have a good dinner. Let's tell some good stories. I like to sit down with people, so I'm not unapproachable. So don't ever
that's what we like.
An artist. Pardon me?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, it's okay. Just don't ever feel that an artist. Well, not all. Most folks they want their privacy and their quiet, but I'm not that way. I like to have friends with me. So don't ever feel that that I'm unapproachable. So anytime you see me anywhere, any show, come up and say hi. And I'm going to give you the time. You have time to stop and say hi. I have the time to stop and say hello too. So that's just all there's going to be. So come on out.
That's exactly the way. That's exactly the way Brad James was. People were kind of iffy about him, but he was so laid back on that cruise when we went last year that. You know, he was just like one of us. You know, he would sit down and talk to you all day long if you wanted him to. I mean, he was so approachable, and his family was there, and they were just as friendly as can be. And it was refreshing because, you know, at the time, he was like the internet king, you know, because he had broke out with a detention song, and it had gone over so big. And, you know, now he's on a cruise, and everybody's wanting to see him, and da-da-da-da-da-da. He was just so approachable. It was just so relaxing and so enjoyable with him and his family as well. And then another thing about Roddy Shirley with Lizard Lip. Now, I've not personally met him, but I have talked to him on the phone about the cruise coming up, and he's the same way. He says, you know, you need me, you call me. He says, you know, and when I'm around, he says, just come out and talk to me. He says, you want a picture? Anybody wants a picture, not just me, anybody. He says, when I'm on the cruise, they say they want a picture, boom, they got their picture. They want an autograph, boom, they got it. He says, my fans are my top priority. And, you know, I'm approachable, and if you want to sit and talk fishing, here we go, you know. You want to talk everything, here we go. And, you know, don't be afraid of me, I'm just like you know. So that's just, it makes me happy to know that, you know, it hasn't gone to their heads. And, you know, we're not little people.
See, I put my pants on the same way Joe does. You know, I have to roll them all the way down to the floor. I step my toes in them, and I have to hang my, and then I can pull myself up. Now, that's the only way that we put our pants on the same way, you know? There's nothing
but sometimes that notoriety, the celebrity part, goes right to their head, and you can't talk to them. You know,
right.
I'm just glad that we're picking such good people that they're easy to talk to, and they're not going to stick their nose up at us and make our cruise unbearable. You know, because
it's not worth it. Yeah,
right.
Worth it. You're here to have a good time. You're here for a reason. You want to see how. Now, have you heard the one that Donna and Randy keep playing, Wishy Washy Woman? Have you heard that?
Yes. That's yours, isn't it?
Huh? That's mine. You want to stay with me when I get up there?
Me?
No, don't even go there. You may be volunteered to come up and join me.
Oh, my gosh. You know how Donna and Randy sings Happy Birthday?
How? No, I haven't. I only know these.
You've never heard them sing Happy Birthday? Oh, my
I'm
goodness.
afraid to find out.
I sound just like that.
I'm afraid to find out. Hey, I've heard them. Yes?
Hey, Howard. Howard, I think you should write a song and dedicate it to the Yankee and the Brit.
I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out.
I think you should. Dedicate it.
Well, you know, we're going to just tear this up. We're going to have some fun here with you guys. That's all there is to it. You know, I'm
yes, you will.
But I'm new to the show here, but, boy, I'm in trouble.
This is Dave. Save me.
Yep.
Help me.
Howard, why don't you tell everybody how you came to meet Al and started that relationship with him? I think everybody found that pretty interesting.
A pretty good.
Before he does that, I don't mean to cut in, but before he does that, can I answer a real quick question here?
Yeah.
There was a question in there. I wanted to know when the Lance Simpson cruise was. And here, that's December 3rd, 2016 through December 10th, 2016. And yes, you do have to recheck in with every cruise that you have. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Speaking of Al Orkins Jr., thank you, by the way. Yeah, you know, speaking of Al Orkins Jr., he was a truck driver as well as I am. We were at a truck stop watching a NASCAR race in the summertime. Oh my gosh, it had to be 2007, 2006, 2007, in that area. Anyhow, I had just written a song called Soldiers and Truckers, and I was quite happy about it. I had not recorded it yet, but I had the lyrics down in a tune. And I was just talking to Al, you know, and he said he does music. And I said, well, as a matter of fact, I do some too. Well, we started hitting it off, and he says, here's my number. I'll share it with you sometime. Well, he didn't think I'd call him back. Well, the next day I called him back, and he said, well, I didn't think you'd call. Yeah, here's what I've got. And he played for me Destruction Made of Gold. And I said, Al, I'd like to record that. He said, you would? I said, I'd like to record that. That's an incredible song. Well, he gave it to me, as well as anything I wanted. I had room for a couple songs, so I put that song on and Give Me Fair Warning. The relationship Al and I had was pretty darn good. A very, very good friend. He knew that I'd always mention his name with the song. I'd never leave him out of it. And I'm not going to do that with anybody. I have to give fair credit where it's due. Al was a good guy. He later was struck with throat cancer, was also set down, couldn't drive anymore, and he beat it to a point where it was in remission. And then last we heard, I talked to his wife here the day after it happened, that he lost his breath and couldn't get it back. And he was coughing, and that's why we lost him. But Al was a good guy. A lot of stories about things that happened to people, but I'm always going to try to remember him of who he was. He was a good guy. And I told him his music will always live through the music. He'll always live through his music. So that's about Al Orkins.
Wow.
Good guy.
Howard?
Yes.
Bill Weaver said to tell Howard he needs to accept a friend request from Bill Weaver.
On Facebook, on where?
I imagine it's Facebook.
Oh, absolutely. If it's on the fan page, Joe will hit it on there. I'll check it out quite a bit. You know, wherever we can do it, absolutely hit it on there.
Well, apparently he's already sent you the request.
Oh, okay. I can check it out. I'll go on it. I've been off here for the last couple of days, you know, kicking back at home. Just tinkering with my car and, you know, having a good time, just relaxing. So, but I will see Bill Weaver on there. And hello, Bill. And yes, I will find you somehow, and I'll put your request as a yes. So count it in. So, absolutely.
So, Howard, where are you at with your car there, Howard?
Well, let's see. Right now, it's 32 degrees up in Wisconsin, or it was this morning. So it's unlikely that I'm going to be doing any painting this time of year. So what I did, I took off the front end again this morning, threw it in the back of my pickup truck. I'm going to go ahead and change out, the disc brake, or actually the pad brakes, to try to get disc brakes put in. I'm going to take these down to a hot rod shop, see if they can convert. So that's in the process of. I'm still getting ready to mount the body solid to the frame. And it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a very nice car. Now, this is a 40 Dodge coupe. That's a business coupe. It never had back seats. This is how the businessman went around the country selling products. He slept in the back of his car, or he had stuff in the back of it. There were no motels back then, He'd have sleep where he could. So this was a business coupe. It had the front seat only. So my dad does upholstery. Now, he made a back seat for it, and the back panels and the package panel on top, right below the back window. The front seats, he's in the process. We did the trunk inside also. The car is incredible. It's a really nice coupe. When it's going to be built here, it's not many out there, but it's going to be a very nice car. You will see it, and I'm actually going to probably put that on one of my albums, actually, as a cover picture with me on it. So you'll see it. It'll come out.
I don't know. Maybe I can twist Howard's arms hard enough that he'll let me post those pictures on his fan page, so that everybody can kind of keep track of the progress.
Why don't you start with the very rough, old, rusty bucket that it was way back when, and then show a little picture along the way, a little timeline of it. Absolutely. Show it with people. I take this car down to bare metal. I took that car down. I took every nut and bolt loose off that car. That frame, I picked it up by myself. I flopped it over. I couldn't lift it up by myself, but I was able to roll it over and then sandblast the bottom side and sandblast the top side and do the same thing with priming and painting, so I was able to flop it over. So I had that much stuff off of it. And it was it's a lot of work, but this car is going to be completely rebuilt, frame up.
Well, Howard, let's leave something up for another time, because I'm sure we're going to be back on here sometime. Let's leave us something to talk about, I appreciate you coming on and saving my ass as usual. Mal, I appreciate you.
Yes, thank you guys for coming on. Thank you, Mal. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Howard. You guys
you're so welcome.
Awesome. You guys rock our worlds on the RTM Radio Network. And we do now have a tune coming on. What we got coming on? Oh my gosh, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be Howard Salmon and his swooshy wooshy woman.
Cool. Hey, Howard, go ahead and add me to Facebook while you're at it.
You just blog me as a friend, and I'll do it.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you, guys.
And send you a request. You guys have a good night, and I'll be back in chat in a second.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Take care, you guys.
Thank you. Good night.
Yes, sirree, Bob Carroll, Ted and Alice. Taillights and Dust Lanston's, and that is a bad tune. Why wouldn't you want to go on a cruise just to hear that? I'd beg him to play that song. That's the badass out of all his tunes, man. That's the wicked one. We play that constantly. We love that stuff. Thanks to Christine and Joe and Howard Salmon for coming by and doing the Lido Lounge tonight. Dave is off on a cruise. Of course, Mrs. Dave could have called. That would have been nice.
That would have just added more noise. And then Larry's clock.
Oh, that's my phone? Yeah. Oh, you better find out what's going on over there. Yanki and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network, Mom on the phone.
Hello, Mrs.
Again. But we're going to move along over here while Donna takes care of that. And let's see, we're going to do the world's last truck driving man, I think it is.
Hey y'all, this is Joe with JVC Charity Spotlight. Donna always liked to accuse me of being long-winded and I don't take a breath, so let me tell you something. I don't talk that fast. I ain't never talk that fast. You know what I mean, man? We're just from country. We're going to have a good
We're going to rock out on Friday night. We're going to have that little bit country Sunday. Dave Summers with the trucking cruises. Oh yeah, buddy, come on out here, listen to Randy. Come on out here, it's going to be a good time. I'll tell you what, see you then.
Well, RTM Radio Network.
Hi, this is Random Man.
And I'm Donna.
We're here for SS Cruises, and we want to let you know that they're proud to present the Lizard Lick Towing and Recovery Cruise with Ron Shirley, Amy Shirley, and Juicy on the all-new Carnival Vista. Join them as they sail from Miami, Florida for this 6-day cruise where they'll visit the beautiful ports of call of Ocho Rios, Jamaica, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel.
Cruise from one sunny tropical isle to another in the glittering turquoise seas of the Western Caribbean. A Carnival cruise offers idyllic days of swimming, snorkeling, and strolling pearly white sand beaches and romantic nights beneath the twinkle of the clear, starry skies.
Explore many wonderful ports of call on your Western Caribbean cruise. You'll enjoy a 2-hour private cocktail and meet and greet with Ron and Amy Shirley, and you'll also enjoy a separate 1-hour private cocktail party and meet and greet with Juicy. During these 2 private parties, all cocktails will be provided by SS Cruises.
Let's get licked! Reserve a cabin now until January the 3rd, 2016 for only $100 per person. This is a non-refundable reservation. This is only a reservation, and a full deposit of $300 per person will be required to get a cabin assignment and a booking number.
The deposit to confirm your cabin number is $300 non-refundable per person and would be due by October 20th, 2016. Prices are per person and are based on double occupancy. Prices include $72 per person, prepaid staff gratuities, port fees, taxes, food, and access to all private parties and meet and greets.
Optional travel insurance is available and highly recommended. Full payments will be due on or before the 27th of December 2016. Payment plans are available. Feel free to ask for details.
This is a private group booking, and to attend all parties and meet and greets, this booking must be made with SS Cruises. Call 937-331-8029 or feel free to email us at sscruises@yahoo.com. We hope to see you on board.
This is Darren Heller. Come join us in the Lido Lounge Sunday night edition with SS Cruises and the Yankee and the Brit.
Bobby Bear, the world's last truck driving man, by request from Mr. Kiwi over there on the RTM Radio Network. Let's get her done, truck drivers. Hammer down.
The year is 2000.
One headlight, Yankee and the Brit, and the RTM Radio Network. Well, guess who we got on the phone with us now?
Guess who's calling from over yonder? Bill Weaver's on the line.
Is he? Is he here?
Yeah, he's somewhere here. We saw him in the house just a little bit ago.
I've been looking for him for 48 years and haven't found him yet. I keep searching, though.
Let me know how that works out for you.
Yeah, I'll find him sooner or later.
Oh,
you better.
Oh, man, good. How are you guys today?
You just better hope he don't find you first.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, if he does, it's probably because I owe him money.
I keep looking for that Donna, and sometimes I look for her in the mirror, and I think, oh, someday she'll be as good looking as me. I know, that mirror's a bit deluded sometimes.
That'll
let
never
me tell
happen.
you.
That was an awful evil sounding laugh Randy was letting go of back there.
Oh, did it come through like that? Wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, I could hear the evil connotation to that, Randy.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh my God! You even do an evil laugh with your accent, Bill.
I don't know if I can put the accent into the laugh.
Can you do an English laugh?
I don't think so.
Well, you could
I've never tried
it. You can at least try. You are live on the Yankee and the Brit show. You can get crazy.
I don't know how English people laugh.
Well, they kind of go like this. They kind of go ho 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 ho. Come on, follow me.
It's a damn Santa Claus laugh.
Well, consider
you're hitting the Christmas spirits, aren't you, Donna?
I am.
You're in the Christmas spirits again.
Yeah, about got half a bottle left now, thanks to her.
Oh, 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 oh.
You just need a big fat belly and a white beard now, Bill.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. I've been from Central Florida to Houston, Texas today. Been a long old day. All of I-10, and been a long day.
Come across that big old long boring 10 bridge there, did you?
Oh man, that never had a snag at all. I was making really good time and got over to Baton Rouge, the king of all mess ups on the U.S. interstate system.
Uh-huh.
And oh my God, about 2 hours of delay there, all because a big truck was broke down on the side of the road.
Oh,
Had police out there directing traffic stuff, and just had it backed up for miles. It was awful.
People ain't capable of getting on by themselves without some help from the law.
Yeah, I don't understand how hard it is for people to figure out, hey, there's a truck broke down. We can actually just go right past it, instead of coming to a stop.
Rubberneckers.
Yeah, it blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. These people don't realize how dangerous that is. Traffic comes to a halt running 65 miles an hour, and then especially places like Louisiana where you can see for a long ways because the terrain will pull you. There'll be a little bit of a knoll that'll block everything, even though it's straight ahead of you.
That's right.
And,
Been there, seen it.
Bill, Joe's in the chat, and he said, "Okay, Bill, it's your turn. Show him how these chemical tankers do this talking thing."
I don't think I can go quite as good as he does. He's a pretty good talker on there. I was sitting there laughing my ass off at that.
Yeah, you got to stop and take a breath once in a while, huh?
Yeah, I do. Stop and light a cigarette, cough a few
Certainly
times.
running out of carbon dioxide. Or monoxide,
Yeah.
whatever it's called. Was it monoxide?
Not carbon
How
monoxide.
did you say it? Carbon monoxide? Carbon monoxide?
But you suck at English.
It's. There was a smell in the lavatory. Oh my God!
Have you been practicing in front of a mirror?
You got me on this British thing. Now the next song I write, I'm gonna sing the whole damn song with a British accent all the way through.
Oh my gosh, this.
That's
shit
funny
is
too
so
because the
cool.
British sing and they sound like Americans when they sing.
I would love to have a British accent if I had a voice like Winston Churchill did. I would love it.
I went to sing this.
I'd just go around talking to everybody all the time just so they'd look whenever I spoke.
Oh, say there, old chap.
Yes, why don't you copy Randy? Okay, repeat after Randy.
I say there, old chap.
Yeah.
Rather.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I went to sing
God.
a song once when me and
Thank
Randy,
God it was only once.
When me and Randy sung In Spite of Ourselves, I thought to myself, I'll try and sing it in an American accent, and I listened back to it, and it sounded so stupid, it sounded like the worst song we'd ever done. So I thought, screw this, I'm going back to my English accent, and I
sounded even worse, didn't
it?
it?
Yeah, and I sent it to my cousin, and I'd never said anything about the accents, I just sung it in my normal voice, normal accent, and my cousin heard it, and she messaged me back and said, "Hey, great American accent you got there." I was like, no! I'm spending too much time with this yank.
You guys see what Joseph said? He said, when you're friends with Cornholio, you learn to talk faster, you won't talk at all.
That's about right, too. Oh, Rubber Lips himself.
We were on the phone this morning. We'll get on the phone, and he'll get a call that's slightly more important than talking to me. So he'll get off the phone with me and take it real quick, and then we'll get back on the phone, and then I'll get a call that's slightly more important than him. And we'll bounce back and forth to get one 15-minute phone call, and we'll wind up calling each other about 6 times. So it's crazy.
So where you at? You down in Houston, right?
Yeah, sitting in Houston, Texas, down here on actually at Channelview, just out of Houston, down here on Sheldon Road.
That's where you were last time we talked to you.
Yeah, I'm down here a lot. I trip out of here a lot. And I've got I'm under a load that don't unload actually till 8 p.m. tomorrow night. They'll probably take it during the day tomorrow, but
I used to trip out a lot too when I was down there.
yeah, there's a lot of places to trip out down here.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna borrow a company car from them tomorrow and go find some music stores somewhere and go look for some equipment.
Well, don't look around here because I spent all day looking for one. They're all closed up on Sunday.
Yeah. that's usually whenever I'm down here, it'll be a day when, or either that or I get down here at a time that it's unavailable. You know, it'll be something after 5 o'clock or something. But
Where do you go to get your music goodies? I mean, little pieces, parts, cables, cords, that kind of thing.
I've anymore I order it all online. I used to have a great friend of mine, Frank Talbert of Mountain Home, Arkansas, had a big music store out there called Talbert's Music. And anymore, he's sold out, closed down now. But anymore, actually, most of it comes from Sweetwater.com. I don't know if you get their catalog or not.
No, but I'm gonna look them up because I was looking.
Yeah, all one word, Sweetwater.com, and put me in there as a reference. If you do, 'cause sometimes they send me a discount coupon.
All right, anything
I
to
think
save.
you have to spend some bucks with them, but I just ordered a real good vocal mic the other day to use as my recording, my 24 track at home.
Can you tell me that again in English? What did you say?
What did he say about what?
I don't know what he said. The past minute or so, I've not understood a word of him. So, can
you know what? I'll bet you, Randy, when somebody types her a letter, they have to type real slow so she can read it, don't they?
Exactly. You nailed it right on the head.
No, I said I ordered a new microphone the other day to use. It's strictly a vocal recording mic, a phantom-powered tube mic to use on my 32-track recorder. I've got a tracking recorder at home to record CDs on and stuff. And I've been lacking a good mic. I've got some real good mics for singing on stage, but not for recording. There's a lot of difference in the mics.
Yeah.
And I'm anxious to get home and try it. It should be in a few days.
Well, you know, now that Radio Shack closed down, there's no place right close here to go get cables, and I needed some. I accidentally cut the end off of the wrong set of headphones yesterday.
And the thing that plugs in the phone when we take calls. Don't forget.
So I tore the one off the phone call, so we couldn't take phone calls, so I could use my headphones. Well, I couldn't get it hooked up right away, so I went out looking for some 1/8-inch pins where I could just solder the wires onto. Well, damn, you can't even find them unless you order them. And like I said, Radio Shack.
You won't
Radio,
find them in a store anymore.
I know. Radio Shack's gone, so there's no place to get any of that stuff. So I was just kind of looking for a place to order that shit, because obviously online's the only way to go anymore. And the local music stores don't carry a lot of that stuff.
If you'll go to Sweetwater.com, they're out of Indiana.
Yeah, I got them pulled up already.
A big catalog called Procure, and man, I mean, they've got everything. And you can call them if you have a technical question about any piece, anything they sell. If you've got a technical question, they will put you on hold, and they will get you attached to a tech immediately, a live tech that will walk through something with you and tell you if there's something wrong or if you're doing something wrong. I recommend this to anybody. They help until the other back on. And I called once and talked about it.
Yeah, I already got their page pulled up here, so I'm already looking at it. Uh-oh.
We're losing you, Bill.
Your phone call's breaking up. Where are you at?
I
think we're going to have to end your call, Bill. We can't tell what you're saying now, hon. But, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone anyway.
All righty.
I'm sure he'll call back.
Let's get over here and jam a tune then. How about some Kokomo? Talking about cruising in the Lido Lounge. It's the Yankee and the Brit in the RTM Radio Network. We got Bill back on the line over here.
Bill Weaver's here with us. I've just had to try and shut him up somehow to say, hey, we're online, on the air. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Reggie hung up on me, Donna.
I know. He's ever so rude like that, isn't he?
He done ripped the end off of a cord yesterday, and now he's hanging up on Bill Weaver today.
I think he's trying to drop a hint.
He got thinking about all the stuff in that Sweetwater music catalog, and he got himself all confused.
I am. Boy, I'd have me a hell of a radio station if I could get some cash going over here. Look at all these goodies and these boards and all these plug-ins. Oh, I can't take it.
Oh, my God, he's got a bulge in his pants.
My next gig's a pair of wireless headphones. That's next on the list.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it's if I buy much of anything else, Carol Ann's going to shoot me for all the money I've spent the past couple of years on music stuff, and I'm needing to get another PA system. And of course, that's
one of them.
Oh yeah, I do, and they get very, very expensive for what I want. So
that's all right. Some of the prices don't look too bad in here either.
Yeah, they've got real good prices, and if you beat their price, they'll match it and give you, I think, plus 10% more off or 20% off or something. They want to be the kings of the industry, and they do a pretty good job with it. I mean, they've got a good game going.
They got a recording studio too you can use.
Yeah.
That'll be damn.
They've got a recording studio, and but you was asking about that. There's another place that I use if Carol Ann and I go up to Springfield, Missouri, which is about 100 miles north of us. There's a music store up there called Palens, Palens, and they've got a few locations in the United States. But, their people are the same way. They just absolutely knock themselves down for you. And if they don't have it, they'll get it and get it to you. I mean, just soon. They're about the same way.
What's the quality of the electrical stuff and things that you get from there?
Well, it's like this Sweetwater catalog. If you know your equipment, you know what's going to be quality and what's not. Of course, they've got things for every budget. And with music stuff, kind of as a general rule, the less you pay, the less you're going to get.
Yeah, exactly.
And that don't always hold true. There's some items. It's like these microphones and stuff. I've seen some that the lower end stuff will actually spec out better than some of the higher end stuff. But as a general rule, you're going to pay for it. I mean, but you pay for quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get what you pay for, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Tried to explain that to my dad for the last 50 years.
Yeah, if your dad come up through the Depression years, he's got the attitude to buy whatever's cheapest, probably.
You nailed it right on the head. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
then he ends up replacing it and replacing it and replacing it.
And don't get me wrong, man. I love him to death, but trying to convince him to spend a little extra to get a little more just don't work.
Oh, yeah, because what in the hell do you know? You know.
Well, he's always been like that, regardless.
Yeah, when you got somebody in that mindset that's that age, you're just you're not going to change their ways.
No, absolutely not.
You're absolutely not going to change their ways. My mother-in-law, Carol Ann's mama, she absolutely, she is thrilled when she gets a buy on something. And especially if she finds something that she knows I've been talking about or that Carol Ann's been talking about, something we could use, and she finds it $3 or $4 at some thrift store or something. Oh, man, she's just on cloud 9 about it.
No.
Not a Walmart shopper, huh?
She's not a Walmart shopper. I love it, though. She's got all my clothing sizes. I kid you not, I bet I've got 35 or 40 pairs of jeans. And she finds them, good jeans. I haven't bought a pair of jeans in 10 years.
Neither have I. You ought to see what I'm wearing.
So maybe I need to get my mother-in-law your clothing sizes, Randy.
Got anything to fit a trucker belly?
Yeah, trucker specials.
It's special, all right. I wish I could get it to unspecial.
But yeah, that Sweetwater is. There used to be a couple other ones that I'd use. I used to use Musician Friend quite a bit, but I don't think Musician's Friend has quite the selection of stuff that Sweetwater does as far as gear goes. Musician's Friend's good if you're buying guitars and amps and stuff.
Yeah. So what do you have to play for us today?
Oh man, I ain't even pulled my guitar out of the case.
What?
I have been sitting here, believe this or not, 3 hours and 34 minutes right now, and I have not got out of the driver's seat of this truck except to get clothes. I went and took a shower,
We only called you up to get to hear your tunes.
I can probably figure out something to play you. Carol Lynch in there in the chat room. Maybe she thinks of a good one.
Yeah, she wants to hear something from you as well.
She's been doctoring our little Pomeranian dog was playing in the yard today, and a dog from down the road, a pit bull mix, come up and attacked our little dog and hurt him pretty bad.
Yeah, I heard you say that. What? How bad to get him? Around the neck?
Well, he mainly got his tail in and ripped him up pretty bad. He's got some punctures, little puncture wounds on his legs and shoulders and stuff. But, I was talking to her on the phone earlier, and she was babying him. He was getting up and walking around some and stuff. So, them little dogs are really tough. You know, they're resilient, but of course he's scared to death. He's so tiny.
Oh.
But he'll be all right if not. If he is acting funny in the morning or something, she'll get him up to the veterinarian. But thank God she seen what was going on. She hadn't have been outside. She did not even know it was happening. That dog might have killed him or something.
And is your garden like an open planned garden, or is it got a fence?
Yeah. He's got some open wounds on him. So of course she's doctored them up, put some cayenne on them to stop the bleeding.
Does that work?
Well, she said it did. We've heard of it. We've never used that, but she said it did stop the bleeding. And you know, dogs aren't affected like if they lick a wound after that. Dogs aren't affected by cayenne pepper like we are.
Boy, I couldn't imagine if they were. Could you imagine if they were? Good God.
Oh my God. It affects their sense of smell somehow, but it don't the taste of it for some reason it don't burn them. I don't know what the difference is in the way their taste bud system works. But.
So, is your garden
your yard?
Yard. That's probably why you didn't understand me before.
Made me laugh.
Yeah, I love that too. There's a lot of them. I watched them when I was a kid, man. I got hooked on Benny Hill, and I started watching a lot of British comedy.
Benny Hill, man, that Benny Hill was one of the funniest. To this day, I can still watch some old Benny Hill clips and just sit and laugh like a 3-year-old at that stuff. Because he was you never knew what he was going to do next. It was just all so stupid.
Yeah, but there was always a pretty girl there to finish it off.
Oh, yeah. There was one episode where he was a coach on a soccer team, and he flipped the coin in the air, you know, like a quarter with George Washington on the front of it. And it's one of them hot women, you know, that quarter landed between her boobs and went down her shirt and fell out. And when he picked it up, George Washington had a smile on his face. It was just stuff like that. It was just... You know, the producers of that, Benny Hill was a funny man to begin with, but the producers of that, oh man, they done a good job with that show.
I'm not even surprised by that.
Yeah.
I don't think I watched Are You Being Served? I don't think.
Oh yeah, we watched it. I showed it to you when we talked online. I showed it to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, yeah, that was one of the better ones. I don't know. I don't find some of them as funny as I used to, but a lot of them are still good.
Yeah, there was another one. I can't remember it, but it would come on after Are You Being Served? And it was mostly took place in this one old couple's house. People would come by and visit them and stuff. It was another one of them deals. It was just kind of stupid and corny, but it was funny.
What are you loading up tonight or tomorrow?
I'm actually loaded right now. I'm under a load. It's just this place that I'm going. It's a hazardous facility. So you got to be appointed to come in there, and they got me loaded out a little bit quicker than normal. So, and I've scooted across a little bit quicker than most people do. So I wound up sitting here for a full day.
Oh, I see. So, a little bit ahead of the game for a change.
Oh yeah, some kind of an oil additive that I'm hauling right now.
KY jelly.
It's they've got me grossed out with it, so I'll be glad to get down there and get it off. Hopefully they'll send me somewhere up northwest. I figure the weather will break up there now that they've had some bad weather. It'll break for a little while.
It's going to be beautiful around here all week. It's going to be 70 by Friday, and come the weekend sometime, it's supposed to rain again. Cold and rain, but I don't know when exactly.
I'm sitting here now with the windows down on my truck in a short sleeve shirt, and man, it feels great.
Oh, I know.
I guess it's probably around 68 or 70 degrees right now.
I worked outside in a T-shirt today. I was tickled to death. December in a T-shirt, buddy. You can't beat that.
You bet. I love it. That's what Carol Ann was doing when our little dog got attacked today. She was working outside, and of course the dogs were out there with her.
Hey, have you ever seen a program called Miranda?
I don't think so, Don.
Michelle's talking about it in the chat room, and I couldn't even stand like 5 minutes of it. It's you guys should check it out on YouTube and let me know what you think of it. It's just not funny at all. But it's like the Brits are trying to do American humour, and it's just not happening. Really, really is not happening. I just find it really, really pathetic. But you guys are going to have to make your own minds up on it. You know, you guys check it out. Go on YouTube or something and check it out. Because I just don't find a lot of things funny on TV at all. You know, Randy sits there and almost tears himself apart laughing at stuff. And I'm just sat there straight-faced thinking, what is he laughing at? So I think that's just me, probably.
TV ain't like it used to be anyways.
No, and I'll tell you what, those old shows, you know, they didn't have to be filthy or anything to be funny either. They were just very well written. A lot of good screenwriters back then, like songwriters. Used to be a lot of good songwriters back in the day.
I think a lot of the problems is it's all been done. How many times can you do the same joke?
Well, that is part of it, and technology evolves so fast. Our mediums of getting information change so fast anymore that everything's on demand, and people can kind of pick and choose what they want a little bit more than we used to. You know, when I was a kid, we got 3 channels on TV. That's all we got.
And am I right in saying that expectations have changed?
Yeah, exactly. That's come along with all these technological advances.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially with as well with scary movies as well. You know, I don't find anything scary on TV anymore like I used to. You know, what was that Twilight Zone? I used to find that scary as a kid. You know, and I used to love watching Randall and Hopkirk. That wasn't scary to me, but I found it really, really good. But like now, I can imagine if I watched it, it'd just be really, really tacky, you know. I should imagine. And,
it's all too predictable, too. I mean,
there's nothing funny to me on TV anymore.
Everything's so predictable. Somebody commits a crime, they figure out who did it, they catch the guy, they have drinks on a plane on the way home, and they do it again next week. Same thing, over and over and over.
Yeah, I love. Matter of fact, in my truck, when I watch anything, I've got a bunch of old shows on my laptop that I'll put on, a bunch of good old classic movies, and some of my favorite things to watch are some of the old black and white movies. I mean, I really love that stuff. It was just pure, you know, so simple. The photography was simple, the scripts were simple, but the acting was great. You know, the actors made it work back then.
Have you ever watched a film by Norman Wisdom? I can't remember what the name of the film is, but it starts off where he's working in a butcher's. And I tell you what, that film is so hilarious. It's a black and white film, and me and Randy watched it a few months ago on Randy's computer. And I tell you what, we both choked to death laughing, and we also really, really laughed so much at Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean is the best.
You're going to have to, it was good. You're going to have to text me that one you're talking about.
Yes, I'm certain that you'll find it funny. What I find most funny is the things that people talk about, not rehearsed stuff. You know, So I've listened to some of the stuff that you have talked about on our shows. You know, if we've played it back, and you know, you're quite a funny man. You're like a naturally funny man, and I like that about people. And Randy's quite naturally funny when he's not being an arse. Yeah, Randy's quite a naturally funny person as well. You know, I like the stuff that comes out of people's mouths naturally, that's not rehearsed in the slightest. You know.
Not only that, Randy, but we're damn good looking too, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that overrides everything else, so I think we got it covered.
Exactly.
Yes, I've got a devilishly handsome husband. We have a devilishly handsome Bill Weaver on the phone on the Yankee and the Brit show. So yes, that overrides everything. Oh yeah, look at Randy's face.
I've got a song for you. We're talking about all this old stuff, you know. The last time I done this through my speakerphone, it didn't work out, so I'm gonna place it different. Let's see if y'all can you hear that guitar?
A little bit.
Hear it.
Can you hear me talking while the guitar's going?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Hold on. Do them both together.
Are we ready?
Get her done.
Ready.
Alrighty, I'm gonna send this out to my buddy Ken Jones is out there listening tonight. I'm gonna send this out to him on Merle Haggard thing. We don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee. We don't take our trips on LSD. We don't burn our draft cards down on Main Street. 'Cause we learned to listen right and being free. We don't make a party out of loving. We like cold hands and pitching wood. We don't let our hair grow long and shaggy, like the hippies down in San Francisco do. And I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a bone. We still wave old glory down at the courthouse. And while lightning's still the biggest thrill on the phone, leather boots are still in style for manly footwear. Beads and moments, sandals won't be seen. Football's still the roughest thing on campus. And kids here still respect the college team. I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee.
It is good at what it does, but not as good as Apple. Apple's a pain in the bloody arse, actually. I get annoyed with Apple.
Yeah, I've got a mic set made by Tascam for my old iPhone, and I actually still use it. And I've got an interface that I can plug in an XLR, low impedance XLR microphone directly into my iPhone with. And get some great sound with a 4-track recorder, and sit in my truck and actually lay tracks down on that phone. It's pretty cool, and I can do that with this one, but I can't get the quality I could on the iPhone.
Right.
If any of that technical talk may have made sense to anybody.
Absolutely none whatsoever. Well, Bill, do you mind if we end this call, because we have a few song requests to play, And we've been promising April that we'll play this Blind Love song for her. So if you don't...
You just do what y'all got to do. I'll sit back and listen.
Yes, and that was a great tune there. So thank you so much for calling in. You guys are awesome tonight.
Thank you for having me on. Enjoyed it as always. So I'll sit back here and just listen and play in the chat room.
Yes.
Thank you, my friend. We'll be talking to you again real soon. Trust me.
And I've just sent that film to your Facebook chat. I hope you enjoy it.
Okay. Thank you, Donna.
All right. Bye.
We'll see y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Texas funerals. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah, Happy New Year to you, too.
John Wayne. Not John Wayne, but Jon Wayne. Texas Funeral. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Hi, Karen. What's going on, Smiley?
She's doing a John Rooney on us.
I know. Look at that. Coming at the last minute.
Yeah.
Just enough to say hi, and then she's gone again. See? We know how that works. You're not the first.
Now, if you start turning up when we're talking about poo, then we know that you're spending too much time with John Rooney.
Good God Almighty. Hope that don't happen. Let's throw one more in here, then we're going to get out of the house.
No, Ken, nobody was talking about Bill. Bill is an awesome man. He's part of the RTM Radio furniture here. You know, everybody adores Bill Weaver.
What do you mean? You're trying to say he's like a couch?
Yeah, but he's like a settee, isn't he?
A settee.
A settee.
Sorry, I should have said that so you'd understand what I meant.
Show, as is Joe and the Bunkholios and Howard and all you beautiful listeners. You guys are all part of the show.
Well, April, now that you're on the subject, that's exactly what the problem is. Now, that's the second one I've tried by Bob Seger for Blind Love and still haven't found it. And I'm going to search like hell. I'm going to find that song if it's the last thing I do. It's got to be out there somewhere. I can't believe it's not. But that's the second one. So like somebody said, maybe that was the girl version. That was Bobby Seger.
That's the trouble with when you're actually doing the show. You know, you don't get a chance to listen to the songs properly.
No, I just have to grab them and run. Excuse me.
I was actually chatting to Bill at the time while I was finding the song. So, that's how it goes sometimes.
Had a pretty busy day, too, Karen. I was outside all day, left Donna alone. She got some peace and quiet, got a few things done.
Yes, I did.
Well, man, I hope the weather was as nice over there as it was here today, man. I was outside in my T-shirt working in December, huh? That ain't Ohio, baby. It was great. Beautiful day outside, man. I couldn't get enough of it. And then I came in, and Donna's like, could you go back outside for about 15 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
So I was back out there for like another hour yet.
Still had like a big pile of receipts to sort through.
Oh, it was great out there, though. I didn't have a problem going back, but man, are my legs killing me. Up and down the ladder, crawling around on the roof. Oh, I just
was only saying earlier about, when I'm doing all the accounts and stuff, and Randy's clicking on videos, train-ons and people digging up stuff and whatever it is, and music and all sorts of stuff, and you just can't concentrate. So sometimes I just have to boot him outside, lock the door, and hope that it snows.
No more requests, April. We're done, kiddo.
Yeah, no more requests. We have 5 minutes left to go, and we are out of here.
And we're going to do this one last tune that's already loaded up. We'll come back and say, hasta la vista. We'll be back. Ernest Tubb. Good night, everybody. Thank you much. We'll see you Wednesday with the JBC Charity Spotlight on Thursday at 4 o'clock. Kevin Hornio.
Horny Kevin, don't you mean?
That same guy comes in here with the trucking round up in the driver's seat. Friday we rock. Saturday it's country. That's what we do. Good old Horny Kevin.
No, Friday is not country. Saturday we rock our socks off. We rock out with our cock out.
Friday we rock, Saturday we do country. That's what I said. Do not correct me, young lady. All right, then. And then Sunday around to the clock again, and at the end of the week, we'll be right back doing this again.
And Sunday kind of gets a little bit weird, doesn't it? Just like tonight. He's like, how the hell did Joe talk for 17 minutes straight without stopping to breathe?
And Bill was on for 5 minutes and said just as much as Joe. I'm only serious. We love you guys. We got to fly. Thank you very much. Take care and say goodnight, Donna.
Night, Donna.
You've been listening to The Rand the Man Show, coming to you live from deep in the heart of Texas.
You cursed little brat! You little whore, Dorothy! Give me my fucking slippers, you little bitch! Where's that fucking house I need it to come and land on, you stupid Dorothy bitch head, so that I can get my slippers? I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too!
That's better.